Okay, if Yankee Doodle didn't run you off, that's good. We're going to get back into some rock and roll stuff here. Again, I'm going to be pushing you to work on your power chords here. So in lesson number 3, we're going to work on some basic rhythm patterns that will hopefully just continue to make you more comfortable with power chords and with the strumming patterns we're using to play those power chords. And also, again, hopefully you're hearing stuff in these basic generic examples I'm giving you that make you want to just search around and figure out songs on your own. It's really an important element of learning the guitar, is to learn a certain technique and then use that technique to try to figure stuff out on your own. It can be done. You can do it. It works. People have done it for decades and generations before you, and it's a lot of fun, really. So I don't want you to just do what I show you in these exercises, in these videos, and on my tablature. I want you to take these things beyond that and explore on your own. You'll have fun doing it. It may not be easy in the beginning, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Okay? In exercise 1, we're going to start at the 5th fret on the 6th string. We're going to move across to the 5th string, back 2 frets, and back. And we're going to use a straight 8ths rhythm pattern for this one. By now you know what that is. We're going to do one measure on each chord. All right, here we go. Alright, exercise 2. Hey, let's have a little fun with that gallop pattern we were messing with. And this song here you might recognize. It's kind of something that a couple of girls from Seattle came up with. Okay, so you see I'm doing the gallop. Extra chords after that. I want you to fool around with that gallop a bunch so you can find some cool stuff. Also notice in this situation, my last chord was a power chord at the 3rd fret. The chord before that was a power chord at the 2nd fret. The chord before that is still a power chord. It's just that it's using an open string. And I prefer to keep my 3rd finger in the position it needs to be to play a normal power chord, so that I can just slide up into it. That's something you want to get used to. Some people might do this song with their 1st finger here, but then when they go to the next 2 chords, all of a sudden they got to jump their hand. There's times when you might need to do that in certain songs, but if you can get away with doing it this way, then this is the more convenient way to do it. I've got the 3rd finger already in place on the 5th string, and when I go to the next chord, it's already there. I just have to bring my 1st finger in. Okay? That kind of thing. Okay, exercise 3, I'm going to kind of throw a little bit of a combination rhythm at you. We've messed with some of this before. I'm hoping you're just going to kind of follow my groove and just try to match the groove. It looks more complicated on sheet music than it really is to play. Okay, we're going to start with a D chord at the 5th fret on the 5th string, slide back 2 frets to the 3rd fret, then over to the G chord at the 3rd fret, and then back where we started. Okay. I want to show you the strumming pattern I'm using on this. In the sheet music, there are some notes that are falling on and, especially in that 2nd measure of each chord. And whenever you were hitting an and here, in this case, it's going to be an upstroke. It's a little tricky to get used to playing upstrokes when you're playing a power chord because you end up hitting all kinds of strings you don't want. Just do the best you can. If you can't match this, just go ahead and do the whole thing with down strums. That's fine, but the way I'm playing it is like this. Eventually you learn to place your pick in the area where the notes are that you need. At first, when you're playing guitar, your hand's a little kind of all over the place. You maybe being a little sloppy. You're hitting strings you don't want. The more you play guitar, the more you practice, the tighter you get it in there. Eventually, it just hits the strings you want. Have faith that you'll get there sooner or later. It just takes time, it takes practice. All right? That's lesson 3.